So at this point, Ace just really needs it to get it together. He needs to stop eating other people's tarts. He needs to stop talking shit about his house warden when he may or may not be standing right behind him. This series totally tricked me when I saw like a pair of kind of the same shoes that everyone else is wearing walking in the cafeteria, and I was like, that can't be Riddle. Riddle had those like really fancy high heel shoes that were all decorated with red and I think white. But no, apparently he does wear more regular like shoes like everyone else when he's in the cafeteria walking. And that's why I thought it wouldn't be him. But it was him. It was Riddle. He walked right up behind Ace because of course he did, while Ace was running his mouth about him. So we'll have to see this time how things go between Riddle and Ace, but so far it's just not looking good. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm Jenny and I'm going to be watching Disney Twisted Wonderland. Yeah. So we are already halfway through the first season, which feels wild. That's a moment for a sweat drop if there ever was one.
Oh, hey there, Riddle. He said that you're pretty.
Oh yeah.
It may just fall too lean.
The statue. Oh,
It is truly a Baptiste.
for the baby face. Maybe stop talking like that. Rude.
Oh, you needn't worry. Most of the first year career. Yes!
Oh! He's such a stickler.
I'll be here to keep it insufferable.
The sugar cubes.
How do you like the new flavor? Too tolerant.
Mm.
So I shall have to take matters into my...
I would not want to get caught by Riddle. Yeah, magic. Magic everywhere. We don't get a translation of the opening song. I just realized that. Song ends. Oh, a real nasty attitude is true. Don't be rude. He's the one who was being mean.
I just really what we wanted to.
Yeah, some rules make sense.
I agree with that guy. A week after entering the academy.
Wow, less than a week after.
Harsh, but it's out of the... Guess I better go get that tart.
The tart slice.
Actually, you should know that Riddle should teach me how to use
Oh.
it. That'd be cool too. It'll be fun. That sounds equally annoying.
Equally annoying.
Sure. So how many are you trying to get? Perfectly fair trade.
Beauty everywhere.
I've never seen any of these plants. Ace got in trouble.
Yeah, that's
Here to
true.
look for chestnuts, okay?
No, it wasn't me.
Uh-oh, who was that?
It looks like trouble.
Maybe don't leave your tail lying around.
Herbivore from orientation.
Herbivore.
Well,
He's a little intense.
forgive me.
He apologized again.
You get held back again.
Got held back a year repeating.
Prepare.
Ooh, be prepared, and has a scar on his eye.
That's a really nice haul, gentlemen.
With this many chestnuts.
Slightly, then begin peeling.
Mm.
Step 3. Add umami.
Walrus
The chestnut
bread.
flavor.
Gotta summon a weapon.
Right?
Nice guy.
They could have poured it in.
Sorry.
Oh,
Now we'll
that
add
was
the
dangerous.
recipe, man.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Take me with you too.
Bring you. And Grim too.
Hey!
Oh.
Welcome one and all to Mr. Sam's Mystery. Stop now!
Wow.
You and a flying saucer to help you carry all this heavy load
A
back
flying
home.
saucer?
This size right here is a sail.
We just need a few things. 2 bags each for them to carry. Yeah, that. I apologize to that chicken. Oh,
Don't you dare
yikes.
laugh about something like this!
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Whoa, Deuce.
By the time I'm done with you, you'll never even...
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Chicken. He apologized to Mrs. Chicken. Oh, little him.
Guys who couldn't even use it.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. I was a total punk. Proud of.
Yeah.
Yet. Darn it!
Hmm.
You already knew that, didn't you? That
Hmm.
getting into fights won't solve your problems. Thank you.
Hmm.
I just hope the bird was.
Oh, yeah. They were never gonna hatch.
Oh,
Yum. Foul experience.
Matter of fact, for you. Gee,
Yeah.
thank you for the treats. Splitting the spoils.
Gonna move in with Trey's family.
Cherry pie burger.
The cherry pine burgers.
That's my favorite.
Fish with rice and soup.
It's a wide variety of food.
Ready and
Canned tuna.
it really does taste like crap.
Signature
You could
spell.
really charm the ladies if you used it during tea time.
Mm.
Change something's flavor.
Annoying riddle.
The annoying riddle.
This is
Uh-oh.
child's play compared to.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go back to our dorm.
Caffeine. 10 cans of tuna.
No.
10 cans of tuna.
No.
He wants to go too. I guess Ace. Oh,
The house warden walked in.
lemonade with honey.
He took your heads for breakfast.
It's not like.
We're not allowed to eat and drink what we want.
Oh.
How are we supposed to read after dark?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I like how Ace gets to look all happy and Deuce is like really in serious mode. Hmm.
Sounds good.
I'm not going to bed at grandma hour.
Oh, grandma
Did
hour.
anyone do
You have hearts love by your
You're supposed to
cards.
keep a poker face.
This stupid game.
What's the matter?
What a dramatic game they're having, huh? So I had never heard of a chestnut tart before, but our boys have hatched a plan to make Riddle happy by making this chestnut tart that he had been craving, and he needed, I think he said 200 or 300 chestnuts in order to make the tart. So our boys went on an adventure looking for the chestnuts to make the tart, and then had to run to the store. The store was flipping awesome, okay? Like, I want to go buy groceries at a store that looks like mystical, like that store did. And then we got to see another side of Deuce this episode. First, Deuce is like, oh yeah, I like helping out my mom. I carry heavy things for her. And so he's starting to seem like this really good son who's doing so much for his mother. But then it turns out that he was actually kind of a punk, a delinquent. He dyed his hair this like blonde color, and he was just fooling around, riding on his bike around. I don't know what kind of bike that was. Riding around and not paying mind to his classes. His mom started to feel like she had done something wrong in the way that she raised him. And then he wanted to turn his life around and become an honors student, and saw this second chance when he got his acceptance letter into Knights Raven College. So here he is trying to be this honors student, but he has this other side to him that's like a pretty aggressive guy. And when this other guy bumped into him out of nowhere, starts blaming him for it, and like is really indifferent about the eggs that were broken, he got really upset. Apparently, like, he didn't realize that eggs that you buy from a store are not fertilized and that they won't hatch. So he got even more upset and said, you have to apologize to the mother of these eggs, because he didn't realize that they weren't fertilized and they wouldn't have hatched into chicks anyway, even if they were not broken. So yeah, that was very interesting. It was funny watching the guy running away and apologizing to the mother of the eggs, but you was able to educate Deuce and tell him, hey, actually this is not how eggs that you buy from the store work. They are not fertilized, they were not going to hatch, and it seems like that totally blew the brain of our boy Deuce. Deuce, it was really surprising for me to see this other side of Deuce, because between him and Ace is kind of the one that's slacking off, it's not really trying as hard, Deuce does seem to be like more pragmatic and the one that usually reigns in Ace, but when he was provoked enough, this other side of him came out that was ready to fight. And Grim, I feel like Grim is just always one incident away from getting himself into trouble. He was going to eat some of the fruits that they found when they were looking for chestnuts, and he had to be held back from doing that, which could have gotten them into a lot of trouble. When Deuce was acting up, he was like, oh yeah, I wanted to punch him too. So it seems like Grim has this really volatile nature, and he's just, yeah, always like one incident away from doing something extremely rash. But Grim is just really adorable. We had, I forgot how to say his name, Ruggy, coming over and pulling back the other guy from Savannah Claw, and he was like about to kick you in the face if Ruggy hadn't interfered. Like his like foot was like near the face when Ruggy came over to get him because he was taking a nap where they were growing the chestnuts, and you apparently stepped on his tail. But like, maybe just don't take a nap there. There must be better places for you to take your nap. At the very end, we got a really funny but extremely dramatic card game. And it had like, you know, one character winning, the other one getting upset, the ghosts messing around and involving themselves in the game. It just was very dramatic. Oh yeah, and we have both Ace and Deuce staying over at the ramshackle house dorm because they are, oh well, Ace is still like prohibited from returning to Hartz-la-Bayou, and we have Deuce, who's just looking out for Ace and being a good friend, trying to watch over him so he won't get into trouble. Yep, that was a very out there kind of ending for this episode. Oh gosh, and not to mention that at the very end, they were drinking lemonade that was sweetened with honey after 8 p.m., I believe was the time, and that's why Riddle got so upset that he off with their heads them. He collared them with the off with your head little thing that he does with his magic pen. And now all of these guys are just really upset about it because they're feeling like this kind of rule is just really extra and really ridiculous. And like I've said before, some of these rules kind of make sense. Like, don't eat someone else's tart without asking, which is exactly what Ace did. And I get it, getting upset about something like that. But for something like just like drinking the wrong beverage, to have that kind of punishment does seem pretty extreme. Now, Trey did say that Riddle is like that. Because he was given this assignment, you could call it, of being house warden soon after he entered school. I think he said 2 weeks after he started school. So that's why he's like this, because he wants to make it better for everyone, or keep the house good, or just like basically do a good job of looking after everyone and make sure everyone's following the rules. Some of these rules do contribute to like a more peaceful living environment, and some of them are just a little much, like sweetening your drink with honey. Yeah, that's that one is a little bit much. So anyway, we're gonna have to see. It does seem like there's more to the story with Riddle, and that image that we saw while they were making the tart, and there was a character that was eating a strawberry. It looked like it was Riddle eating, like a young version of Riddle eating the strawberry. That said, Cater also has the same hairstyle, but it did, or like hair color rather, not style, but it did look like a little Riddle. So I'm really curious to see what else we'll find out about Riddle's backstory. That guy, he's something else, okay? He's such a stickler for the rules. And sometimes he seems like, oh, he's just, you know, being a little hard. But then he gets that, like, scary, like... I don't think he's a yandere at this point, but it's like a yandere-like look in his eyes that's pretty scary. And it seems like he's a little, just, yeah, a little scary. I would be afraid of him if he were my house warden. And he also thinks that Crowley was going too easy on them by letting them be pardoned after they went and got the Madge Stone for what they did to the sculpture. I don't know what they call it, a sculpture thing. Anyway, that was quite an episode. Can't believe that we're already now, as of ending this episode, more than halfway done with this first season. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out here with me while I watched this episode of Disney Twisted Wonderland. This was a really fun one, and I think a highlight of this one for me was the store. When they just like went to go pick up a few items from the store, and then it's this really magical looking place. If you've enjoyed hanging out with me here, please make sure that you subscribe so that you can get alerted when I make more videos. Look forward to connecting with you again soon, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Until next time.